And joining me right now is Max Schachter. Max, now that the final sentence is going to be handed down today, how are you feeling?
Um, it's really really sad. I miss my little boy, and it's just it's not right. It's not right that the worst high school shooter in U.S. history basically gets what he wants. He's had no consequences his entire life. He was a menace to all the kids in his class. His teachers were afraid of him, and he never had any consequences. Uh, and then he goes and does this. He kills 17 innocent people, and it's not like this was something that he just did on a spur of the moment. He planned this. He researched this for years, exactly what he was going to do. He knew that law enforcement wasn't going to be there. His goal was to kill 20 people. He went and committed this horrible act of violence, and then he tried to get away with it. And he escaped Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. Police caught him an hour later, and now for the last almost 5 years he's been fighting us because he doesn't want to die. He wants to live. And the defense has been perpetrating this narrative and this lie that the Parkland murderer fell through the cracks and he got lost in the system. And I think that's one of the things that are so upsetting is that he got more services than anyone has ever had. He had over 200 individualized mental health sessions with professionals. He had psychologists, multiple psychiatrists, mental health counselors. They were at his house for hours a day. And the defense is basically saying that he's mentally ill. He's not mentally ill. He has anti-personality disorder, and he's just evil. They tried to help him for his 18 years. His mother loved him. He had love in his life, Kate. And he's just an evil, evil human being. And while Alex and the other 16 are in the cemetery, this guy gets a gift by giving him life in prison. He gets fan mail. He gets a tablet so he can email and text. He can get a college degree, watch movies, draw pictures, while he has no remorse in his soul, and he still wants to kill people. It's just unbelievable. I cannot wrap my head around how this could happen.
Well, and it's also, I'm sure, other than rage and anger, which is clear and understandable at what's happened to your son and your family, I'm sure it's impossible to describe the emotions that wash over you at a moment's notice when this comes up again. I mean, just in thinking of standing up and speaking directly to the man who took your son Alex away from you, what was that like? How did you prepare for that?
It took a lot. It took a lot of time and strength to stand in front of him, and he just sat emotionless and no remorse, not sorry for what he did. He's still drawing right now. He's in his cell. We have letters and drawings. He's drawing 666, drawing pictures and images of him killing people again. It's absolutely horrible. I want to put this behind me. I'm going to go to court later today, and he's going to be sentenced to life, and then I will never think about this murderer again. But I really feel that the defense has done a disservice to all the people that are really suffering in this country from a mental health crisis. This individual, we tried all that he had more. He had the services that was out there. He had all of it. And so, I just want the record to be set straight. And you played a clip of the defense's comments that the death penalty is only reserved for the worst of the worst crimes committed by the worst of the worst offenders. And it's just unbelievable that they could get up there and tell the jury that the Parkland murderer is not the worst of the worst. So, I'm going to go there today, and I'm going to represent Alex and keep his memory alive. And that's what all of the families are doing. And that's why we started our charity Safe Schools for Alex to educate schools and law enforcement. You just played the horrible tragedy in Uvalde, so that this doesn't ever happen again.
Yeah, and you've dedicated yourself to trying to protect other children in schools, in the effort with Safe Schools for Alex after his death, and that, as we see, that road is a very long one ahead. But your efforts are so much needed. And Max, thank you for coming on. There is no closure. This is a phase, a chapter in your grief that now moves on to something else. But in this moment, I think we should all just remember Alex and remember all the other students. Let's put their images up on the screen for everyone. Well, I say thank you, Max. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Kate.
We'll be right back.